Hi, I'm Robert De Anda.
And I'm Robbie De Anda. And this is On Delay Sports.
We're going to talk about the 12 games left in this week's NFL.
Yeah.
I'm sure you saw the Colts and the Texans game where the Colts did beat the Texans at home.
Hasselbeck looked good in that game.
Yeah, and supposedly he was sick all week. He said he was on his deathbed, but somehow he pulled it out. So much props to you, Matt Hasselbeck. The first game we're going to talk about is the Bears at the Chiefs. And I'm sure we both have the Chiefs beating the Bears this week.
Yeah, I know we went over our picks. What we're going to be doing is talking about our picks. I do want to say, is 40 the new 30? Is that what it is? I mean, we got Brady, we got Manning, and we got Hasselbeck now that are all basically 40. You can round up for Brady and Manning. Anyways, we both got the Chiefs, and I know we both also got the Falcons, right?
Yes.
Got the Falcons. Who's the others? What's the next game?
We got the Jaguars at Bucks, and we both do agree that the Jaguars do beat the Buccaneers. The battle for Florida, apparently.
I think that one's because of the second-year quarterback instead of the rookie. That's why I chose that one.
Winston did not look very good last week, throwing picks like it was Christmas or something. Man. He was not very good last week.
On that, I think the next game is the Saints, and we both got the Saints, correct?
Yeah, we have the Saints beating the Eagles this week. Even though the Eagles are home, I really think this is going to be just an offensive matchup. Like there's not going to be too much defense this week. It's if you want touchdowns or you're a fantasy lover, watch that game.
It's going to be crazy. Everything that's going on, that cloud, like the DeMarco Murray debacle with him not paying them and paying Reed with time and Murray, come back to the Cowboys.
That's what you're trying to say.
I'm sorry. Murray, we miss you. We need you. Okay, but to me, Robbie, I got the Packers over the Rams. Although the Rams have been a great team this year, I really think that the Packers are going to bring what has got them to 4-0.
Yeah, and they're playing at home. They're virtually unbeatable at home. Aaron Rodgers doesn't make mistakes at home either. His cadence is really easy because the crowd does stay really quiet. I think they're going to take care of the business beating the Rams this week. And then another matchup we have is the Bills at Titans. Yeah. We both have the Bills, correct?
That's an easy one.
Even though they have been very underwhelming this year, haven't lived up quite to the preseason hype, but I think they take care of business against the Titans.
Although Mariota may be the rookie of the year before Winston. At the rate they're going, Winston, shape up, bruh. On top of that, I got the Browns over the Ravens. You had it the other way around, didn't you?
Yeah, I have the Ravens taking care of business at home, beating the Browns. I just think Harbaugh, I have so much respect for Harbaugh and Flacco. I think they take care of business this week.
Yo, I got Barnage on my fantasy teams. If you have them, unless you got like Gronkowski, like I do in one league, you start Barnage. He's going off, and McCown and him are showing that they got something. So on top of that game, you have the Lions over the Cardinals, because I have the Cardinals over the Lions.
Yeah, this is my upset pick of the week. The Lions, I understand they're winless, but they've been right there in some of their matchups. They could have beat the Seahawks if the referees would have done their job. But beside the point, I think DeAndre Levy coming back this week is really going to help the Lions defense and put them in at least top 10 what they've been in the past. So I do have the Lions beating the Cardinals.
We're going to move on real quick about the Patriots. The Patriots are going to beat the Cowboys unless Whedon has a miracle in him, but I don't think so. And on the fantasy note, and I'm sure you've heard everywhere, start the Patriots, whatever you got. Start their guards and tackles because everybody's going to score on the Cowboys this week. I feel there's a lot of problems with Dallas. Hopefully we'll turn it around when we're there for the November 1st game. That'd be sick.
Oh, I can't wait.
What's the next game you got?
The next game we have the Broncos at Raiders. I don't know what this guy is doing. I have the Broncos, obviously, because they've been owning the Raiders the past few years that Manning's been there, but I'll let you talk about it.
I don't know if it's because I just started watching Straight Outta Compton and I saw so much Raiderness going on, but I think it's really because the Raiders have the right car right now. They are cruising, and I think that they can make the playoffs this year. Nonetheless, what they do this year in this game, Raiders fans, you should be happy. You guys now have some players that seem like they can be the core of a team. That's why they're my upset pick of the week. I think that they're going to upset the Broncos with all the problems they had. The Broncos have been stealing games, it seems like. They could easily be 2-2. So that's why I'm just, at home. I got a feeling I'll probably be proved wrong because Peyton Manning's the man. But
good teams find ways to win games. That's all I'm going to say, man.
True.
Broncos are going to be good. And then the next matchup we got is the 49ers playing against the Giants at home on Sunday night. And we both do have the Giants winning that matchup.
Yeah. Colin Kaepernick, bro. I'm starting in one of my fantasy leagues, bro. Do something. Man, it's been hard if you're a 49er fan. I'm sorry.
I think he has more pick sixes than actual touchdowns.
Yo, if you have a defense, start them. And I have the Giants, and I'm starting them. I think the Giants are going to do very good. Even though we're in the NFC East, I do have ODB. I got him on my squad, and I started him, and I think he's going to go for 1,000,000 points because the 49ers look like a legit team week one, and then since it's like they died and there's a ghost playing for them. I don't know what's going on. On top of that, we got what's the Monday night game? It's the last one we got.
Yes, we had the Steelers playing at the Chargers. The Michael Vick-led Steelers. If this was Roethlisberger, I would see the game playing out much differently. So who do you have winning this week?
You know what, bro? It's a toss-up, but I think an easy one to choose the Chargers. Any Steeler fan should be choosing Steelers as an upset, but right now the Chargers with Phillip Rivers showing that he is Phillip Rivers and he's worth the money they gave him with the past 2 weeks.
Once again, leading the NFL in passing yards.
Yeah, I think they're gonna take it. I mean, it's hard to choose Steelers right now.
Yeah,
like it's hard to choose the Cowboys with a backup quarterback, unless you're Hasselback.
And I do agree with him. I do have the Chargers beating the Steelers this week, taking care of business.
We do have some upcoming videos that we'll be releasing soon. What Andale Sports is, we're just Andy De Anda and
Robert De Anda.
So we turned it into Andale. If you don't know what Andale means in Spanish, look it up, Google, ask somebody. But really, we're just bringing you sports and talks about football. And there's also a football game coming up later you want to talk about, right?
Yeah, if any of you guys have time at 6:30, it's going to be USA versus Mexico, or Mexico. We're both, in case you guys didn't notice, we are Mexican. I know we look white, but
Spanish.
There you go. So we're a bit torn, but I'm going for USA. I don't know who you're going for.
Yo, I'm American, bro. I was made in America, I think.
Dang.
We're one of the next videos we'll be releasing who I think is going to be making the playoffs. But in a real quick note, I just got to say, I think I got like 4 teams that are wild card potential teams. Because I'm not going to say definite with injuries and everything, you know, but we got that playoffs arena coming up in the next video. Robbie, who are a couple of your must-starts this week in fantasy? Because you did beat me in fantasy football in one of the leagues that we're in. So I want to hear who some of your must-starts are this week, bro.
Simply Jamal Charles. He is the #1 running back, but this week, for sure, start him. Don't have any doubts about it. He's going to do work. And there's our dogs. Another one, Julian Edelman. Once again, they are playing the Cowboys, and we don't have a slot corner. Tyler Patman, maybe Morris Claiborne will carry him, but Edelman's going to do the job this week. And Jordan Matthews. I know he was picked really high in some leagues, and he hasn't done too much, but watch him this week against the Saints. Like I had mentioned before, it's going to be an offensive shootout, so watch him. And the people I would say to sit this week would be Carson Palmer, kind of playing into my my upset of the week. The Lions, I think, are going to be able to shut them down a little bit. And unfortunately, Jeremy Hill, who I do have in 2 leagues, but they're playing the Seahawks, man. And you just saw this Monday night. It's really hard to punch the ball into the end zone against them. So sit Jeremy Hill.
All I got to say is, if you got a Patriot, start them. Start the defensive ones, too. They may throw them in because they're going to be scoring so much on us. Anyways, guys, thank you for tuning in. Please give us a like, share us, and subscribe. We really appreciate it. And let's enjoy football. It's one of the best times of the year. Rock on. This is Andale Sports signing out. Don't worry. It'll be cut out.
Hi, I'm Robert De Anda.
And this is Andy Day. Keep it playing.
God.
Keep it playing. Go. It's all good, dude. I'm Matt Nidit.